Welcome back to the last week in the first regular season. Man, time is flying by. We're going to be playing the wild card next week already. The way it looks, it's going to be the Packers, so that's going to be an interesting game. Packers in off-season or in post-season are always way more difficult than regular season. Packers just goes for all the teams anyways, but the Packers have a very tough defense. Had a few injuries as well in the regular season. Let's see how that works out. Looking at the team, speaking of the Buccaneers and rivalries and all that, we are 30-3, they're 7-9. We beat them last time round. It's going to be a rivalry rematch, all right? I'm not going to be looking at the roster fully here. I'm just going to be looking at the roster through the injuries. I'm just going to be checking, are there any key injuries in here that we need to take into consideration? So Ryan Jensen is out, the starting center. Russell Gage Jr., one of the wide receivers, is out. Devin White is out, the mid linebacker, and Raheem Jarrett, another of the wide receivers. But actually, it's maybe two crucial players: the starting center, the starting mid linebacker. That might help us a little bit. Russell Gage Jr., this is just in air quotes another wide receiver, and they just have good wide receivers anyways. So yeah. That said, we're going to be diving into the team meeting, rivalry rematch, then player upgrade, staff stuff, and a weekly strategy, and then the game. Let's go, fellas. They're going to be looking for revenge, so let's stay focused, play the way we're capable of, and once again take care of business. Alright. Adam Thielen, no need to try and do too much out there, guys. We know what it takes to beat them. We did it once. Time to do it again. I love that they've got a carpet in there. It's really nice. Rinse and repeat, complete the sweep of the Buccaneers. All right. So Buccaneers have had this game marked. +5 break tackle. All right. We don't have a buff, but they have a buff. So yeah, could be tricky. And as I said, this will be a backups only game. So I will be using backups all across the team. Why? Well, that is actually quite simple. I need to rest up my dudes for the wildcard game. We will be going with half-pad training just to be on the safe side. Again, I don't want any further aggravation of injuries. We are going to be running it. That is certainly going to be tricky, but okay. My players need some rest, especially the frontline players. They're really, really tired. We are going to get an interception. Let's just be really, really reasonable and calm here. We are going to go with no sacks allowed. Yeah, let's just go for that. Why not? No new injuries, but also nobody that we can reactivate. That is really strange. I've never had this happen before. Let's do franchise staff. First of all, I've got another 10 points that we can spend here. Let's go down here. Oh, we need 15. Oh, nice. All right. So there we go. Let's just dump these points in here. And now we will do the player upgrades. Don't think that we'll have too many here, though. Because we just went half-pad training, and that usually doesn't give us too many points to spend here. Elusive back has been upgraded twice now. With all the morale boosts, he's now an 87 rated running back. Now that is really good. Tommy Tremble, 97. We're going to go with a vertical threat here. I do want to keep this moving for my starting tight end. Travis Hodges Tomlinson up to a 79 from a 69. All right, that's 71 from a 69. Right, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Nash Jensen played last time, and these dudes, you know, they're not that crazy balanced, but they do have good strength and impact blocking, and that really goes a long way. That is something that I will be looking for in players that I bring in the off season. It sometimes pays off to have backup players with certain abilities. That's more important than just going for the highest rated players in there. Alrighty, guys, I think we're ready, actually. We're going to be diving into the game now. Bank of America Stadium, home game, last game of regular season against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here we go. There we go. Final regular season game, Bank of America Stadium. A player showcase. Who's this? Baker Mayfield. 3,000, close to 3,100 yards, 18 touchdowns, 7 interceptions only. That's actually good. Bryce Young has had a very good rookie season. I'm super happy for him in this version of reality that we're altering by doing this playthrough here. The Buccaneers out in the away uniform, white and black, of course. We are going to come out in the home uniform, black, blue, and I think that's a light gray. It's actually not a white, it's a light gray. The Buccaneers are all white, so there we go. I'm going to be diving into the depth chart shortly. And as I said, I will be using mostly backups, especially on the wide receivers. Bryce Young will be playing nevertheless, so that's going to happen. And there we go. This is Blackshear, our number 3. Kick return to the 25, and now the depth chart madness will commence. All right. Running back, I will be using Sanders as my starter, Blackshear, and then Sir Roderick Thompson. We still need to maintain some sort of competitiveness here. I will be using, let's go with Chenault, with Terrace Marshall and Schwartz. And then I will be using DJ Chark. Tight ends, I will be using... this is actually a trick one. Let's go with Ian Thomas up top, and let's just go like this. I don't know how it'll work though. That is something that we will have to test out because yeah, it's just a difference if you swap out a line player or if you swap out a receiver that really has to do some catching and stuff. Nash Jensen will stay in game. Ricky Lee will take over. We will be using, where is he? I think it's all the way down. Antonio Moultrie on the left edge position here. We're going to be using Deshaun Johnson instead of Derek Brown here on the right edge. We're going to be bringing in Heflin instead of Shai Tuttle. DJ Johnson is okay here. Nick Neiman instead of Dean Jones. He took Ross Matos, so Amari Barno. Actually, we could bring in, I think McGrone could take over here. Let's go like this. Amari Barno, that works. On the corners, we're going to be using a slightly, you know, remodeled situation here. Again, I'm not trying to make this too easy for the opposition, but I just feel like we need to make sure that we don't injure our starters too much. I'm actually going to use Chark here, because I think he could use some reps, right? So, resume now. Let's go the halfback smash left-hand side. We're going to kick off the run game very quickly now. Left-hand side. Off we go. Sanders is a good one. He's a shifty, elusive back. All we need to do is one-up the Buccaneers, all right? We don't have to play fancy. We don't have to perform crazy acrobatics. All we need to do is just pull off a win here, even if it is absolutely disgusting, ugly, and all of that. And that can mean that it'll be a lot of running, and I do hope you'll forgive me, but that is just my view. I want to collect the points. I want to collect the win. Not intent on winning awards today. Oh, that is a fumble. That was quickly. All right, number 68 recovered. I didn't see who had it, but that is Cade Mays, my center. All right, lucky us. Why shallow cross? Nothing happened. Ian Thomas gonna go now. Sanders tired already. I've got Laviska Chenault, Chark, and Terrace Marshall Jr. crossing over there. Slapped away by number 54. Was that Devin White? All right, in case you've forgotten, the notable inactives that have been gone all season. We never even saw them, some of them. Hayden Hurst, starting tight end, will certainly not be the starting tight end in the next season. Raheem Blackshear, 1 rush for 7 yards. Let's see. Let's just keep on moving here. Again, slow does it. Let's go with Whiteheart. Oh my lordy. All right, they got to us. Number 31, Antoine Winfield Jr., 4th and 12. got to Bryce Young here very quickly. Couldn't avoid having no sacks. Or couldn't avoid having a sack. I think that is the correct way of putting it. Please bounce out. I actually bounced behind. Sadly. Alright. Here comes Baker Mayfield. Out onto the field here. Here we go. Hold to skip. Alright, we just had the player showcase anyways. And they score a field goal. Alright, let's go. Halfback dive. We want to have the bragging rights, right? And I know it is risky to just, you know, put in backup dudes here. But we have to go for it. We absolutely have to go for it. We need to rest up on our players. -9 rushing yards. Not the way I want to have it, right? I've got Chark, Terrace Marshall Jr., Thomas. Tell you what, I actually would like to see... on slot wide receiver. I don't think I'm going to be using Chark. I'm going to be using... Hold on to your knockers and rockers and everything, Anthony Schwartz. Let's see if we can do this. Here we go. Come on, LaVisca. Now that is overthrown, man. Bryce Young, 0 for 2 today. Horrible. I've got Schwartz getting ready. He's an absolute speed machine. Alright, he's not a finesse player. He is a speed machine. Wow! And that was a really fantastic jump here by Davis. It looked like LaVisca was going to catch it. And then he just completely jumped in between. Wow. Alright, Johnny Hecker. Boot. Out there. Wow, nice tackle as well. Number 40 coming in here. Beautiful. At the 33. Let's see. Come on, defense. Another field goal. Still nothing lost here. Things are getting tricky, right? So we've got the meter running. We've got... Alright. Accuracy is a problem right now. So we will try and regain our footing with some ground plays. Let's start pushing here again. Oh lordy. Didn't see this one coming. 3rd and 7. Thomas, Whiteheart, or Marshall Jr. It's also to, you know, test these out a little bit here. Come on, man! Currently, Bryce Young is just throwing really badly. 4th and 7. Shy of the 2-minute mark. Come on, guys. I know you can do better. Alright. Defense turns it over. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Let's go with slot outs here. Sanders. Inside zone. Let's go to the inside zone. A field goal at minimum is what I want to see here. Pushing forward. Getting that first down. Well, that is certainly an important pickup. Double in sale. Terrace Marshall Jr. gonna go left, but coverage is there, so let's go with an inside zone. Can we break through here? If we can, we're gonna have a lot of space back there. Yes, we are. Number 23 with a hard hit here. Levante David. No, Devin White was injured, but Levante David was the dude here. Alrighty. Taking a breather in the tunnels. Stick spacing. Let's go with the dagger. I think a dagger should get us in there. What about Schwartz here? Thomas. Schwartz. Let's see. Ah, and it's knocked out. He would have gotten there. He wasn't there. And today we haven't completed a single pass. Alright, can we just let that sink in, everybody? Can we complete the pass here, Bryce? Do you think you could do that for me? Pretty please, with a sugar on top. Thank you. Antoine Winfield Jr. with an injury. And we're at the 4-yard line. A gun drive. A gun drive. Do I like this? I go the mesh spot. I think a mesh spot is what I like. Or do we go... I think we're going to go inside. Like this. Stepping inside. There we go. Alright, dragging back momentum a little bit. Getting a touchdown. Not equalizing, but still pushing in. Alright. That was a good opening over there. I also think it was the right call to not go for another pass play. Come on, defense. Alright, we get the ball again at the 49-second mark. 24-yard line. Laviska Chenault Jr. is going to be my target here. Haha. Number 26. That's Merriweather. Just really, really giving his strength in that jump. Now let's go. Guys, come on. That pass was shit. That pass was really bad. Today we're going to have such a bad conversion rate. Why though? Do we know why? I don't know. Probably also some bad calling on my part. I should have probably not gone for the pass play here. Probably a run play would have been a better call. And I mean, we're at our own 29 here. Let's punt it away. There we go. All right. Good. Rashad White today, 53 yards, 5.3 on average, 10 rushes. Mathematically easy calculation. All right, so they do get this. And we're just going to go for a final run here. And we're going to strike back in the second quarter. All right. I don't know what that was exactly, but this was an interesting play. All right. Going first half. A lot of back and forth. Still, run it inside and defend those short passes. Those seem to be the way to go. Kick off deep right. Just put that out there. Johnny Hecker. 3, 2, 1, kaboom. Ball is very far back. Caught here, taking a knee. And that's that. Baker Mayfield will take over now at the 25. At the beginning of the second half here. In a game that is, I would say, reasonably open. Reasonably open. Off we go. Number 9 looked like he was going to go to a different spot, but then he kind of just turned and stood in the way of Ian Thomas. And Ian Thomas is no Tommy Tremble. I mean, that much is a fact, but he is just really a little bit slower. His catching is not as solid, which is really interesting since he's actually an older player here. Let's get Anthony Schwartz or Miles Sanders. One of these two should be able to receive. Number 84. 5 yards here, and Bryce Young starting off the second half better than the first in terms of passing. 2nd and 5. Tight end angle time. Looking for Schwartz again. Want to have him on that short route. Getting into position. 3rd and 5. No gain. No gain. I love the models on the sidelines, by the way. Love in air quotes. They are so strange. Some of them are just really, really weirdly thin. Even if they're, you know, like linebacker or whatever dudes. Oh, that's a flag. Can we please not have a holding now? I knew it. I should have just gone outside. I should have just gone outside. 3rd and 13 now. Oh my crud. Yeah, that's bad. That is really a bad one. Don't even know what to say here. Let's try the Y stick formation. Gonna be looking for Laviska. Try and hit him at the end of his run. Alright, opposite side. Oh shit. Had to throw it away. 4th and 13. Nobody was there. Nobody was opening up. And it's as easy as this. Sometimes penalties really cost you games. I'm not going to say that this is the case today, because we could have probably done this a little bit differently. We're really doing a lot of the mistakes ourselves, so I don't think that we can really blame too much on them. But are we giving it our best shot? Actually, not really. Chalk 17, here we go. Number 50, that's Vita Vea. He's just breaking through, and he actually pushed Sanders from behind. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Grill 52 or Drill 52, I don't know. Whichever. 3rd and 1. Vita Vea injured. Seems to be the lower back here. Not happy. As I can fully understand here, would like to help his team. It's not happening. Not today. Oh, for fuck's sake. Getting completely stuck here. Miles Sanders, I don't know why, but we were just getting pushed back and there was no space. And we're going to go for this play here, of course. It is 4th and 1, but it's 1 yard. It is 1 yard. Space opening up in the middle. Try to step around him. Try to stiff arm my way through everybody, but that is not really happening here. 1st and 10, 2 minutes 38. Bench dig curl. Let's go. Psych. Inside zone, of course. Slight curve run. Miles Sanders. Oh, let's get away. Oof. There was no blocking. There was no blocking, and the defensive players just clearly having a very easy time. 2-minute warning hits us. This is where things get real. This is where things get tactical. And today, I know it might not have been the most exciting of games to watch, but we had to do this. We had to save up the energy from our starters. Chenault here, pushing forward. 3rd and inches. Because we're going to be in the wild card. And that is something that is incredibly important, that we get something out of that. Big question is, what will we get out of this? We'll just have to see. And who will be the opponent? But playoff games are always tough. I don't think that our team is playoff ready yet. I think we, it's one thing to have good regular season games, but then when you do break into the playoffs, when you do get to play those teams there, that's when you really have to show what you're made of. And I just think that in certain areas we don't have the quality yet. I think we've got the spirit, but I don't think we have the quality yet. 2nd and 7. Alright, let's go then ISO. Sanders slowly but surely getting pretty tired. Do we have something better here? We don't. Interesting. Interesting. Alright. Do we go? Let's just go with the lead dive again. There we go. 1st and 13. 1st and 13. 1 minute 13 seconds. Pushing, powering, being shoved, the pile moving. 3rd and 2. There we go. Halfback inside zone. We're going to go left here between Cade Mays and Ilm Manning. No association with the Manning brothers. And that is another set of first downs. That looks like a face mask. That was an awkward takedown. Yeah, there we go. Tell you what, people are really dumping a lot on Madden, but I have to say I actually don't think it's that bad. There's so much detail in there. The way that the player fell, I could tell that that was a face mask. Alright, that is some good animation stuff. Alright, I want to get this running again. I want to get the clock running. So let's just get moving here. Gonna move over here. Let ourselves be taken down at the 2-yard line. We can win this with a field goal. Alright, we can win this with a field goal. There's no need to really put too much craziness in this. Inside zone split, quick reshuffle here. We've got time. We've got time. We're gonna let this tick down a little bit more. It'll be around the 20-second mark. I mean, we could even go for a knee or something like that just to waste some more time. But since we haven't scored yet, I don't want to do that. And there we go. We actually get pushed inside. 13 versus 9, 18 seconds to go. No timeouts left. Baker Mayfield, you know, if he pulls it off, kudos, hats off, and all of the above. But Miles Sanders found the gap, pushed inside. There we go. Come on, defense. And I think we won it. I think we got it. Yes, we did. Happiness. Coach Dreddeus happy. Buccaneers coach unhappy. That's the way it should be. Bryce Young here. A win with backups. Look at the performances here. Yeah, it was really horrible for Bryce Young in the first half. All right. The rushing was where we just really made progress here. Miles Sanders really stepped it up nicely. 137 yards. Blackshear was also involved a little bit here. On the receiving side, hardly anything worked for us, all right? Look at these numbers. It just speaks volumes. I just didn't ever really get to go for any of these. On the defense, CJ Henderson got the solo tackle crown. That's good. Tackles for loss. Sacks for Marquise Haynes Sr. Derek Brown played. All right, interesting. Dion Jones got an interception. And the kicking, Eddie Pinheiro didn't have to try for a field goal. Just never really played a part today. Adam Thielen. One win was sweet, but two feels even better. They brought their best, and it still wasn't enough. Exactly. We got that. That was a great job all around. You could see how demoralized they were, knowing that even with 2 chances, they still couldn't beat you guys. Especially since we used, as I said, backups all around. Legion of Broom sweeping the Buccaneers has the team fired up. Plus 15 morale for all players. There we go. Double whammy, earned 10 staff points. We're going to take that, of course. And yeah, that's going to be the end of regular season. Next week, we're going to be playing the wild card game. From today's standpoint, it's going to be the Packers, but who knows? That might change depending on the other games that happened today. Yeah. Really excited to be in the playoffs. Let's see how far we can push. For now, I'm going to be cutting the episode. Going to say thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed today's game. This battle of the backups. Yeah, as always, thank you so much for tuning in. Do drop a like. Please subscribe. Means a lot to me. And as always, stay awesome, everybody. And see you next time.